still awake because it's a long day and you got a lot of information. And I will give you something about this small company here called Rohde Schwarz. Maybe you know it. I will give you an update about our company, about our products. Not so go in detail of techniques, cameras we don't have. So we are talking about other products. Unfortunately, my colleague who is really expert in TV broadcasting is not there, but I cannot replace him. He's an expert. So what we are doing is we make products, investment products for a lot of different applications. Producers of transmitters, we make also television transmitters, of course, air traffic control, secure communication, all what you can read here. And of course, we have the services, all installation and so on for all these products. Our company is an old company. I'm also old, so you can see. Still a private company in Munich. We are independent, means there is no influence from any bank or other political influence. Only the two founders and the family of the two founders can lead the company, and still it's in the hand of these people. What are our customers? A very wide area is this mobile phone market. We are one of the two worldwide operating equipment producer for mobile phones. Again, TV transmitters, manufacturers. Another part, what is very important is military and security, far away from your topic of TV and broadcast. Of course, we have also a part of that. And government authorities and other organizations, because not only security on the roads and on the state, also on the frequencies is important, because frequency band is limited. We have only one spectrum, and there are organizations who has to control it, and they need also tools to do this job. And we delivering these tools. Of course, big investment is done if you buy something, and you need a strong partner, because if products, unfortunately, our products are a long life products for our salespeople, not so easy to convince for new products, but you need a strong partner long time. Even after 10, 15 years, you have always the same company with the same name, with the same address. A little bit about our performance, because a strong partner means he is also able to do something, to work. Our employees, you see, is following our business, and I think with 8,700 in the meantime, we are quite strong enough for this business. Our engineers are trying to reach the maximum possibility of technology. What sometimes don't bring the salespeople in the possibility to sell it, because not everybody needs this cutting edge of products. But with a good performance of the equipment, we can convince the market for our products. Some of these milestones you can see here, starting from 1930 up to now. These products, some of them are in use still from the older one. And our newest babies are the digital oscilloscope, which are now coming on the market. And there is another one, looks very military because it's green. These are software-defined radios, also used by security organizations. So what we are doing, we are producing all products on our own plant. We have, as I mentioned, high quality and short delivery time. And this comes from development and production in one line. That means our developed equipment will be produced, especially necessary for equipment which is used in mobile phones or other products, which has to be ahead developed. But the develop engineers need, again, test and measurement instruments, which we have to produce. So that means we have to be ahead of all this technology. This is a challenge. Where we are, you can see here is our sales offices. This is, of course, services not only for repairing our stuff, also for installing, calibrating. A lot of instruments are used by governmental organizations, and governmental organizations need precise measurement, not only some figures, because sometimes, especially for TV and broadcast, if there is the standard not fulfilled, they have to measure, and with their measurement, they have to go to judge or whatever, and to prove the people that this is exact, the values. Therefore, we need calibrated instruments. Development we have in Germany and in other places, and production is also spread. In Germany, these are our plants. In Memmingen, the main production. In Teisnach, we have TV and FM broadcasts and other mechanical devices. Headquarters is in Munich. I myself am coming from Vienna. Vienna is responsible for sales in that area, and therefore also in Albania. We are also since nearly 20 years in Albania active. It's the headquarters, and we have our own offices in these countries, and in other countries we have partner companies work together. These are general test and measurement instruments. By the way, test and measurement gives more than 30% to 50% of the turnover of the company. You see here high-tech production of filters. You see another big market or big interest of instruments is EMI. EMI, even for big trucks, there is a lot of electronic inside, and to prove that the cars and the equipment is able to function, you have to make tests in such big test chambers. Another one is the market for wireless communication. All the networks must be built up, must be measured, must be maintained, and therefore we have the necessary stuff, necessary instruments. Yeah, coming again to this topic that some protocols, some standards has to be developed. And if these standards are fixed, then of course the industry starts to produce the equipment. But for the production, they need, again, test and measurement and other stuff. And our engineers has to deliver this at that time. So they have to be together with the standard organization and so on. Mobile testers. And of course, to maintain then also this network infrastructure. Also the other instruments you can have from our company. Aerospace and defense, this is another topic, of course, the industry for aircrafts, military facilities and so on. They need also high precise instruments and of course sometimes very sophisticated things. Especially high frequency and security instruments we are also producing. I'll come later, therefore. Here is a picture of my colleague from TV broadcast. This is a terrestrial digital TV station. You see this tower, and of course small transmitters also there. We have also all the necessary instruments for production of transmitters and also for the receiver production, TV sets. Military communication, again, we come to this point. There is radio communication, especially on the military side, necessary because the monitoring of radio signals can open all the information what you transmit. So in military, you have ciphered, you have encrypted and frequency hopping systems, and all these products are in our hand. We produce it for ship communication. Again, this combination of civil and military cooperation in catastrophes. Military has to cooperate with them. They have to communicate. They have to have instruments or radio communication systems which can operate. And of course, special military devices we can deliver. Very high sophisticated equipment are software-defined radios. We have now in development the fourth generation of these instruments, of these radios, which are on the for all three weapons, means for the Navy, for the Air Force, and for the ground forces. Another wide field is civil air traffic control for area control centers and for airports. And we have, therefore, also software-defined radios and necessary filters. As an example, here is Tower of Cairo. A relatively new field is that we have also voice communication systems. In the past, there was a kind of telephone switch where you switch from the controller position from the microphone to the different radio stations which are spread over the area by switch. Now we have it voice over IP. That means we have not any more switch. We are only routing and sending packages there. That means from the voice communication systems until the radio, we have voice over IP. Interesting, civil air traffic is still amplitude modulated. We heard today a lot of very complicated modulation frames for television, but air traffic control or the pilots talking with the control tower and the airport still on AM modulation. Another wideband is security communication, because everybody using mobile phones and other telephone systems, but this is like an open speech. So if you want to have a message secure to somebody, you need encrypted equipment. Therefore, we have it for governmental organizations and, of course, for companies also, because in a company also very often secret information has to be given. This air traffic control is also an example, therefore, that we have to have secure communication, but also crypto phones. We have a small device here, and a Bluetooth device, which can operate with your normal handy, and your voice is encrypted, and you can be sure that this communication cannot be intercepted. Of course, for bigger organizations, bigger companies or other, where you have to be sure that the information is not changed, this is original, we have also, therefore, our encryption devices. Coming to the topic of radio frequency spectrum, as I mentioned, the radio spectrum is from 0 to some 100 gigahertz, and that's limited. You cannot spread it. And as more mobile communication is used, as more frequencies you need, and all these frequencies has to cooperate in between without disturbing and so on. And therefore, regulation authorities exist in the countries, and the ITU is also as an international organization. And we deliver all these instruments that they can measure, that they can do their job according to the license or the given regulations. Of course, there is another very important topic, because the threat for a country, the security of a country is not really done by big weapons, because I don't see now that big tanks will come and will fight one country against another country. I hope this is really over this time, but the real threat is in the country, is with somebody sitting in a hotel and make there his job and so on. And to defend that, you don't need tanks. Therefore, you need real instruments, and you can find then this communication also via radio monitoring. A good example is this United States. They use our direction finder, because with direction finders you can locate the emission of a signal. You know from where is it. Of course, you can analyze the signal, you know what kind of signal is it, and later on you can find from where is it. And the United States use our direction finders along the coast for different applications. Military, of course, need it also, because even if you look around and you see there is nobody, but if you look in the electromagnetic spectrum, you see, there is a lot of different things, and with such device you can do this before entering an area, before doing something, to be really sure that the area is safe. Therefore, we have this necessary equipment to intercept, to classify what kind of emission is it, to locate it, and so on. This is not done only in the air, also submarines can be located, therefore. This is our other topic. As I mentioned before, only with calibrated instruments you are sure that you measure the right value, not something, and this is necessary. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It was short. I hope it was not too boring for you. Thank you very much.